skill. Heroes for Hire's the name. Comic joy's our only aim. Weekly mail call can't be beat. Comic reviews extra sweet. Tune in, folks, and don't be late. Interviews that show up great. From Kentucky's rolling hills we stream. Matt delivers every fan's dream. Claim your favorites, join the quest. Heroes for Hire are the best. Superheroes, villains too. Every issue something new. Golden age or modern finds, entertaining minds of all kinds. Comic book sales you can claim. Join the club, win comic fame. Hear the stories, catch the vibe. Heroes for Hire feels alive. From Kentucky.
Oh, hello. Welcome back to Heroes for Hire Comic Club. I'm your host, Matt, as always. Reading some, you always sneaking up on me when I'm reading some comics. But, it's okay. We can read it later. Because I need to quit reading anyway because, so welcome to Comic Conversations for one more episode. Without any further ado, I'll bring out my guest. Women want to be with him. Men want to be him. He's smoother than James Bond. He's shaken, not stirred. And he's one cool dude. And this is W. Boggs 18. Please welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Matt.
I think we got it figured out. We had some technical issues. If my screen goes out, don't worry, guys. He didn't lose me, but we'll say hello to the chat real quick. We got TM Nerdy. He said, "Hey, Maddie. Hey, Boggers." And then he doing and I'm ready for some Batgirl talk. Well, you never know. We might get into some. You don't know. We might not have enough time. We're supposed to go to Olive Garden after this, but I don't know if we'll have enough time. All right. And we got Kevin, Random Reads. Thanks for coming in. So, I thank you again for coming on. So we'll start out the way I always started off. What is your comic collecting origin story? Why did you get bit by a radioactive spider in a comic shop one day, or what happened? How did you catch the comic book bug?
No, the way I caught the comic book bug is a few years back. It was right around the Super Bowl when it was the Chiefs versus Eagles, the first one. And I'm going to this guy's house who I know. I used to work at a college. He used to work at the college, but we worked in two different departments. He worked with admissions. I worked in the dining service. He went to the college, but he invited me over for a Super Bowl party, and I'm like invited to his apartment. We're hanging out, and he's got cool like comic statues and stuff. And I said, I've always wanted to get into comic books and stuff. So before he leaves, he gives me 2 issues. I still have them. They're upstairs. Radioactive Spider-Gwen #1 and Venom Spider-Man 300, I think. So very cool. My first 2 comic books, really. So yeah, that's my origin story.
Okay. So what are some of the things you like about collecting and reading comic books?
Well, it's a very cool medium. There's heroes and villains. It's good guys and bad guys. It going on adventures that the regular human doesn't go on. But there's art to an extreme, and just reading what their daily lives are like before the adventure, and then when they get called into action.
Yeah. Well, I always like the written word with the the art.
I agree.
Hey, Mark, how you doing there, man? It's good to see you.
Yep.
So what are some of the comics you that you like to collect, maybe like some of your favorite stories or comics you collected since you got into it?
Well, my favorite characters are Batman, Rogue, Deadpool, and Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. I'm just a big fan of the Bat family itself. Always have been for the longest time. And then Deadpool, I've liked since probably for a few years now. And then Rogue, I always thought she was a really cool, unique individual. She's not bad to look on, to keep your eyes on. You can't touch her though, but yeah, the her powers are really cool where she can absorb powers. She's not like any other fighter that I can think of. And then Batman's like just a super strong, tough guy who is a regular guy, but to another extreme. Deadpool's just a jokester, but knows how to take it serious when fighting while cracking jokes. And then Batgirl, like I said, I love the Bat family. Barbara Gordon, I just fell in love with her stuff because she's also the Oracle, and she also is like Batgirl, and her dad, Commissioner Gordon, doesn't know about her life as a superhero, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I always like Barbara Gordon. I like Cassandra Cain too, but the one thing
Yeah,
I liked about Batman
Cassie
was
Cain's cool.
the only superpower, like he jokes about it. Ben Affleck when he played Batman joked about like, so what's your superpower? He goes, I'm rich. But
Yeah,
there's more to it than
exactly.
that. He's trained his body and mind for years to become one of the greatest detectives in the world, maybe the best
Exactly.
detective in the world, and he's studied for years like ancient martial arts and defense techniques, and
Yep.
he's
Yep.
turned his body into in his mind into a weapon.
Yeah,
And that's,
exactly. And
I
he's
mean, I think
not
it's
like
cool. It's
any
like what
other
they always say about
superhero.
Batman.
He,
Does
yeah, and he's
does he have
unlike any
kryptonite?
other.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he's unlike anyone else. He trained his mind and body through martial arts. Not saying other heroes don't do that, but he does it without superpowers like heat vision, invisibility, um, magic, whatever, blah blah blah. He's just a regular guy who's trained his
yeah.
body and toned his body and mind, and just yeah,
And he's the only guy that's ever taken the entire Justice League down by himself. He's got a backup plan for in case something goes wrong. Of course, what I mean by that is the what's his name? I can't remember his name, but he Vandal Savage. Then he still like remember he stole like the all of his contingency plans for superheroes and shut them all down. So see, Batman knows everybody's weakness. But well, Superman's
yep,
not that hard. All you got to do is find you a chunk of meteorite from
kryptonite,
Krypton,
exactly,
and he's gonna be like a little newborn baby. But
exactly.
yeah. So I know you didn't start out your channel as a comic book channel on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
but talk to me about why you decided to start a YouTube channel. Like, what was the like? Were you just sitting around one day and were like, I want to do this?
Yeah, I used to do sports cards, and I still like sports cards, but I'm more focused on comics now. I've had my channel for a few years now. The reason I started doing it is because I saw other people doing it, and I'm like, you know what, that looks fun. Um, I want to find something else to do besides just collect. I want to show what I collect and reach out to others and connect with one another and talk with others and show what we all have in common, whether it's sports cards, comics, Hot Wheels, action figures. Like it's really cool. Like the human nature is to get jealous of sometimes of each other, but you have to celebrate each and everyone's victory. Like I tell people, like even though sometimes, like for example, if I see this 9.8 graded Batman whatever, even though it's probably out of my price range, I don't say, oh man, I should have that book, I wish I had that book. Of course I do, but you have to celebrate and say, hey man, that's awesome you have that. Well, I have this, and then they're like, oh, that's cool, blah blah
Yeah,
blah. and you get to note what each other likes and their tendencies and what they uh, lean towards collecting. Oh, come on, TM, I have.
Well, Tim Nerdy said you never reach
Yes, I have.
out.
He's joking. He's joking.
He's
Nice,
just kidding
TM.
around. TM likes to joke around.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you kind of answered the second part. I was like, what do you love about doing it? Which
Oh,
is,
just the bond with the community is phenomenal. Like
yeah,
when I
I
first
enjoy it.
joined the
Like I never
comic,
really,
go ahead.
I never. No, it's okay. Go ahead. Elaborate,
The
please.
bond with the community is great, and getting to know what each other collects. Like I still talk to people in the sports card community, even though I'm not collecting sports cards actively. I still talk to them, and I talk to comic community members, and like I said, we all have a common goal of collecting that thing we like.
Exactly. And I just like the, when I started, I never started out like, I want to be like, I guess everybody wants to be like, if you want to point to, I guess, success in YouTube doing comic book content, a comic historian or comic tropes, comic Tom, Jim Mint. Shout out to Jim Mint. I like him. He's all right. But, I never thought, well, I'm going to get, 150,000 subscribers, or
Yeah,
I'm going to be like Mr. Beast and get 2 million. But I just wanted to talk to people that were like-minded, that liked the same thing I did, and that people didn't roll their eyes when I told them I collected comic books and toys and collectibles. You know what I mean? And because some
exactly.
people, I know it's kind of more mainstream now, but you know what I mean? It used to be, I remember when I was in high school, you didn't want to let nobody know you collected comic books, really, or you weren't going to be going to
Mhm.
no parties or. Well, I
Yep.
mean, there were some cool people, but it's kind of went more mainstream. But still, there are older people that are like, well, you still read comic books? Aren't those for kids? I'm like, no, they're not for kids. They used to be just for, but I don't. I argued that they were never for kids, just for kids, because kids should have been reading those anyway.
Yep.
But anyway, I digress. So, what are some favorite like series, like comic book series, like or story arcs, like what I mean, like Nightfall by Batman or the Clone Saga by Spider-Man, something like that. Like like have
Y-
you read or like Blood Hunt
you know what's
or something like anything
yeah, you
modern,
know
maybe
what?
like Civil War?
You know what's funny about that? I've only read a few series. There's not a lot. Like I read Deadpool Wolverine that came out this past year. I don't really get the series. There is one I need to finish. I only have copies of 1 and 12. It's the Batman Catwoman, the Tom King Clay Mann series. I eventually need to finish that, but no, I just mainly go for covers and just art I like. I don't really focus on a series per se, even though
Yeah.
um
Well,
it would be nice to eventually.
TM says he don't tell people.
Oh, only
I
a
tell
handful
everybody
of
that
my
listen
friends.
to him, and they're like, "What's this guy crazy?" I tell
But
everybody I
yeah,
don't
no, I
care
don't
anymore.
really read a
I'm too
series
old to care.
for art.
Uh, oh, that's fair. I know other people that don't really read it. I think Matt Spidey doesn't really. He just collects the comics. That's his
Yep.
point. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody collects differently. I still read some. There's some I don't read because they cost so much. You got a
Yep.
recommendation from Nerdy. He says you need to read
Identity
Identity
Crisis.
Crisis by Brad Meltzer. I agree. It's pretty good.
I'll have to look into
If you
that.
like DC, it's got like all the characters in it. It's a really interesting story. Also, new Justice League: A New Frontier. I would highly recommend. But so we already went over the characters. Trying to think. I had my piece of paper, but I usually have it memorized. But now I was worried I'm going to freeze up now. But I got it right here, so should be no problem. What are some of your favorite artists?
Oh man, there's so
The
many.
comic books.
Jenny Frison, Adam
Well, you name a
Hughes.
few, and you can.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, go ahead. I just meant like you can elaborate on one of them. You don't just have to name them. Just
Jenny
you want to talk about
Frison.
like Jenny Prison. What do you like?
Just like I like how she draws the female form. Adam Hughes, just like he's a classic. I like Frazetta. I like trying to think John Jang. I like the old Batman's artist from the detective days. I like J. Scott Campbell. I like Daniel Warren Johnson. I like
Me too.
trying to think. I'm okay with Peach Momoko. I don't really collect her stuff, but it is a really cool art style. I like. I'm trying to think who else, but yeah, those are the few on the top of my head I can think of.
Do you prefer Marvel or DC comics more, or just both,
DC,
or is it another one? DC. Okay.
DC,
Well, I'm
DC.
fair enough because I know you like Batgirl and the Bat Family a lot, and
Yep.
we already went over your characters you like, but let's see, which what comic above all other comics, and you can expand on if you want to, is your favorite comic book in your collection? You don't have to show us; you can just tell us.
That's tough. That is tough. Hmm. Do you mind if I go grab it real quick?
Yeah, just hurry up. But yeah, you can.
Okay. I'll be back, folks. I should have
If you
prepared.
can do it quick, he's going to run. He's running. Well, I should have told you. But anyway, guys, thanks for showing up. He'll be right back. I guess it's the host spot when they don't tell them to have a comic book. But usually I've run out of questions. I usually, but I usually have, I don't know, more material. I had them all wrote down, but we just got through it. He kind of answered them short. So but he'll be right back. But while we're waiting, I'll show you to remember next week at this same time. Same day, same time. Next week, my guest will be Random Breeds. So come check that out. Hit the notification for it. Should be another good. He's a good friend of mine, just like Will. So stay tuned for that. I don't think so. You only got like one comic book, so I think. Hold on, I'll look. Let's see what you got here. I don't know where it's at, but I know you got one. Fantastic Four or something. I'll have to look. It's
Okay. The answer, and I could have told you before I went to get it. My favorite comic is
okay.
The Uncanny X-Men number 274, Savage Land Rogue.
Ooh, nice. I have that one too. That is a great one. The Savage Land Rogue. You got
you got Magneto,
Fury
you got
and
Kazar,
Kazar
and you got
Magneto.
Fury.
Yep. Old school Nick Fury.
Yes.
All right. Well, How about some? What are some of your favorite? What's some of your favorite music?
Man, I'm all over the board with music. Classic rock, rap, hip hop, country, blues. I am a wide variety of music.
All right. What are some of your favorite movies? And feel free to elaborate because I've about run out of questions. Usually it takes longer.
Uh, there's a lot. I can name a lot of movies. I like classic movies and I like current movies. I like I'll give you like 10. Dark Knight Rises, Deadpool, Wolverine, um the Bourne series, the Ocean series, with like Brad Pitt and those guys. I love actually I'll just give you genres. I love action, I like comedy, I like superhero, I like action, comedy, superhero. I like
So what is like
dramas.
your? Well,
What?
if you could only watch like one movie the rest of your life, though, what would it be?
The good, the bad, and the
Uh,
ugly.
okay, here I got TM Nerdy's got. TM Nerdy wants to know favorite. What was your favorite show growing up, live action or anime?
Okay. Animation was Recess on Disney Channel was my favorite show. And I'll give you a live action one too. Um, was Drake and Josh on Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah, I remember that show. My little cousin used to watch that all the time. I'm just a little bit older than you, but I do remember the show. All right, well, TM Nerdy, I will let him do some interview. He wants to
I
know
guess we'll do Q
who
and A
your
with the
favorite
chat. I
actor
love it.
and
I
actress
love
is.
it. Hey, we'll do this, sure, as long as you want. Actor. I like him in a few movies. I haven't seen all his movies. I've always been a big fan of Michael Fassbender. I like Michael Fassbender a lot. Actress, um,
Yeah, I like him too. He's a good actor. A matter, I haven't seen him in too many bad movies. I liked him as Magneto,
I'd say him or Tom Hardy.
and he was great in Glorious Bastard.
Yeah, I also love Tom Hardy.
So I got a
Actress,
question before I ask the.
let me
Go
think
ahead.
of an
I
actress real
forgot what
quick.
the actress.
I've always liked Jennifer Aniston.
Me too. That's a solid answer. I forgot what I was going to ask you now.
Or Mila Kunis. Jennifer
Um,
Aniston or Mila Kunis.
yeah, I like both of them. Uh, who's your favorite Backstreet Boy? I'm just kidding. All right. He wants to know your top 5 comic character. We kind of already went over a little bit, but
I'll
I
do
know
it
it's
again.
Batman, Batgirl, and Rogue, Deadpool.
And then my fifth, I would say,
And you can say
is
a bit. Yeah.
my fifth, I would say, is that's tough actually. Um, dang, that's tough. I'm gonna say Wolverine.
Wise decision. Are you more excited for the Fantastic Four movie or the Superman movie? Personally, it's
I'm
me. It's Superman.
personally, yeah, Superman. I'm more excited for the Superman. What was
I'm
the
just
one?
excited. Once I saw that crypto was in it, I was really excited about it. If there's any other people want to ask questions, you
He
can.
had one above that one.
Uh,
I like.
if you
Oh,
own a
yep,
super, if you owned a super pet, what kind of pet would it be, and what powers would it have?
that stuff. It'd probably be a
I was
wolf.
saving that.
It'd be a wolf. No, it'd be a husky. It'd be a husky, and it would have super speed. And
I would
and
have
super and
mine would
super
be
hearing.
I would have an Australian Shepherd, and he would be able to fly and do all the things that Crypto can do. Is that fair enough? I guess.
Yeah, I'd probably do the same
Like
thing
the
with the
powers of
husky.
Superman is an Australian Shepherd, and I would take him everywhere, and if nobody would mess with me, I just let him fly me around. You know.
Exactly.
What else do you what other things you collect? I know we were talking about sports cards, but do you collect anything else currently besides comic books?
I collect action figures. I collect bobbleheads. I collect in-person autographs, or I used to. Yeah, basically those all that and comics. Yeah.
But the most important question is, when are me and you going to go full regalia?
I know, right? I've been meaning to do that with you, man. Probably at Heroes Con.
We just can't. Yeah, well, I don't know. We're not wearing like flour sacks with the holes cut out there. They'll think we're going to hold the place up, though, wouldn't they, or something?
Yep.
I don't know. But there you go. That's a good question. What are you most excited about for Heroes Con this year in June?
Again, I'm excited to look for comics, of course. This year I'm actually going to try to get a few books, but again, to meet the new people and see familiar faces. I'm ready to meet some more people and again see some familiar faces.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to meet some of you guys that I've met on YouTube, and I want to meet a couple of artists. You know, I'd like to meet Jenny Frison and Daniel Warren Johnson, possibly Chris Claremont. Although I may just pay somebody to wait in line for me on that one. I don't know. And Phil's Treehouse says he plans on buying 0 comics at Heroes Con.
Phil, I can't wait to meet you.
However, I plan on. And also, Phil, I got a question for you. What is Soylent Green?
Yeah, exactly.
I beat him to it. Are you excited? Are you excited for Daredevil tonight? Hell yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm going to watch it later on the night with my mom. Well, my mom probably. I don't know if she needs to watch it. Actually. But
I don't
I'm going to watch
watch
it.
I don't watch a lot of streamed shows, but it sounds great. It looks great.
In fact, I thought about having a launch party, you know, or like a watch party. That's right, Phil. Soylent Green is people. But I tell you what, you put a little hot sauce on it, a little sriracha, and it's not too bad. All right. Even if it is people, it tastes pretty good. But anyway, I digress on that one. What are some of your favorite well, we'll talk about that. What's your favorite sport?
Soccer. I grew up playing it.
Is that your favorite one to watch, or is that just your favorite one to play, though?
No, my favorite one to watch
Do
is
you have a favorite one to watch?
No, my favorite one to watch is college football.
All right. I haven't got to watch much football. I like watching college. I think I'd have to say college basketball just because
college basketball is great.
Wildcats.
March Madness.
We're not too this is aggressive relax is like as long as I'm in the chat, you can be sure someone's partying while watching. Yep. Even if it's not me, we got a watch party. Yeah, watch party midnight backstage. I might do it. I just don't know if my poor old
I'm going to bed after my
computer can handle it.
I'm going to my bed after I'm going to bed after my stream tonight. Following this stream, anybody's welcome.
It's 4:20. It's 4:20 somewhere, Phil. Unfortunately, not where I'm at, but you know, not yet. But they do have medical 4:20. I just haven't got it ready to get. But let's not talk about that. It's not a.
Did I make your show
weed, but,
the fastest interview? I didn't mean to. If I did, I did.
It's all good. We're still talking, aren't we? Show us your Rogue figure. I saw you play with a toy there. What was it Rogue?
It's the Marvel Legends Rogue.
Random Reed.
Yep. Thank you, Random
Oh,
Reads.
that's
I
awesome.
appreciate it. Yeah, it's sick.
Phil says it's 420 in my pants.
Oh, God.
Okay. It's 420 in my room because I'm smoking. Here you go.
My bad. My bad.
Oh,
Plain and simple, my bad.
there you go. I'll sleep in the car if I have to, but that's not going to happen. I already got a room. Well, what's some of the highlights or I don't know. I'm trying to think. You got any more questions in the chat while I think of another question? Oh, what do you think of no, we're not talking about that. What are your favorite sports teams?
Yankees, Hornets, UNC basketball, Clemson football, Panthers, Arsenal FC for soccer, Charlotte FC for soccer, UConn women's basketball, and I think that's it. Yep.
Okay.
Nice, Phil.
What is your personal favorite sports moment?
Well, the coolest one I went to in person, I think. Okay, so there's a lot of them. I think the coolest one, I'll give you two. The coolest one I've been to in person was my brother gave me March Madness tickets for my birthday one year, and it turns out the ticket was to go see UMBC versus Virginia. And UMBC, number 16 in the tournament, beats number 1 Virginia in the college basketball men's tournament in the first round. First time a 16 beats a 1. And I met some students at the game, and they gave me a UMBC shirt that I still have. Coolest one in history that I wish I could have gone to, the Miracle on Ice, the 1980 USA hockey
Oh, that
team.
would have been great. That would have been awesome. Aggressive and Relaxing wants to know who's the best Star Trek captain.
Kirk.
I say Jean-Luc Picard, followed closely by Captain Cisco from Deep Space Nine. Bet nobody thought I was going to say that one.
Actually, you know what?
You got Phil saying, "Let's go, Michigan State."
Let me.
Kirk is fun though. I like
think.
Kirk because he's always looking up these alien chicks.
No, you know what? Let me think. Yeah, I'll have to go with the. No, you know what? I'll go with Picard first because I like Patrick Stewart as an actor a little bit more than William Shatner. So I'll go with Picard. Then
He's
I'll
great.
go with Kirk.
More importantly, though, who is the best actor to play Batman?
Oh God, you're really gonna put me on this. It's what's his name? Gosh, I can't think of his name. Well, number 2 for me is
Michael
Christian
Keaton?
Bale. Michael Keaton, number 1. If I would go Keaton,
Okay.
Conroy, Bale, not Affleck.
Yeah, Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms, yo. Cisco is badass. He is the star of the current comic. Yeah, he is. I think he's. I always like. I'll tell you what. That was the DS9 was next level series though. Like the first season's kind of slow, but when it picks up and they start getting into that war with the Dominion War,
Yeah,
business picks up.
Missing Mars and AR. I did say Conroy. Conroy is number 2.
Yep. And is it Hawk? Okay, I got another one for you. Best Spider-Man ever play actor to play Spider-Man. Is it Tobey
Um,
Maguire,
I
James Garfield,
like
or Tom Holland?
I like Holland. Holland's my number two, but I will always go with Toby. I grew up with Toby. I'm gonna go Toby, then
Phil
Holland,
says
then Garfield.
Andrew Garfield was underrated. I
He
really like
was,
Tom
but
Holland.
I'm still gonna go with Toby. I got Toby
You're going to hate
Maguire.
with me. Everybody in the chat's going to hate me when I say this, but Toby was a little bit too whiny for me.
A little bit.
I don't know. I don't know. He's good at it though. He was better at playing Peter Parker than he was, I think.
Yes, no, that's true.
But anyway, there's another one I was going to think of. Oh, what is the? You already said your favorite Batman movie. Let's see here. Toby, because he was the best. Yeah. I like what Kevin said too. Like all of them had their own quality they brought to it. I thought that was true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true. They all had their. Here you go. Here's a tough one. Which Hulk, Eric Bana or Mark Ruffalo?
Bana.
I say Ruffalo. Yeah,
Actually,
Mary Jane, I sucked at that movie. I tell you right now.
You know what? You know what? Actually, gosh, why am I messing up tonight? I can't think. I like Ruffalo. I do. I think Ruffalo is a fun actor.
All right.
Give me Ruffalo.
I forgot Ed Norton, but yeah, everybody like Ed Norton.
Yeah, give me Ruffalo.
Thanks, guys. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, give me Ruffalo.
Okay. Lou Ferrigno, I guess, because he's the original.
So mark me down for Ruffalo.
Is good at being like, yeah, okay, I got you. We're not doing a contest, right? But you know, it's so I'm trying to think of another question I could ask you. Well, we're doing pretty good though. I think we're doing pretty good. If anybody else has any questions, let me know while I think of another one. But are you looking? Have you watched any good TV? Well, you just said you don't watch much TV shows, I guess, on streaming.
I've worked too much.
What's your favorite? TM Dirty wants to know what your favorite Digimon is.
Dude,
Phil said it was a contest.
I'm sorry, TM, but I don't remember. I remember Digimon. I just can't remember what they're called.
Well, what's your favorite anime or favorite horror movie? Or yeah, my favorite anime first.
I don't watch a lot of anime, but if I did, it would probably be Dragon Ball Z. Favorite horror movie? I don't watch a lot of horror movies, so I'm gonna pass on that question. I'm sorry, TM. I just don't watch a lot of horror movies.
I'm gonna say The Shining is my favorite horror movie.
Good
Friends or Seinfeld?
Both are great.
This is a good question.
Both are great, but
I like Seinfeld.
Both are great, but I'm leaning towards Seinfeld. How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother is just never gets old to me.
Kevin said he don't think you've seen either one of them, but I don't know.
Yes, I have.
He's just joking.
Oh, I have.
Who is your favorite?
I'm sorry, Phil. My favorite women's soccer player.
Whose name rhymes with Trinity Rodman.
Sorry, Phil. My favorite women's soccer player is retired, and it's Alex Morgan. But my favorite current one is I've always liked Rose Lavelle for some reason. Favorite Adam Sandler movie? Oh, there's so many. I'm gonna go with. Man, that's tough. The Longest Yard. That one's just funny and fun. I didn't watch
That's a
either,
good
but I'm
movie.
going to say The X-Files. Always Sunny is a great show. Yep, Rose Lavelle. She's awesome.
Oh, do you like the show? Do you like the show Fringe or X Files?
I said I didn't watch
X-Files,
either,
there's
but
no way.
X-Files.
X-Files all the way. There you go. Boxers or Brie? I'm just kidding. What's your favorite DC animated movie? Or you watched any of them?
I haven't watched any of them in the longest time. Sorry.
Well, it's all good. I'm trying to think of something else I can ask you. Well, we might have to just why don't you tell us what you got going on your
Ooh, that's a good one, Phil.
Yeah, waffles. I'll say waffles.
Pancakes.
TM Dirty wants to know your favorite position.
Oh my god. What was your question, Matt? What I'm doing on my channel?
Yeah, what's going on your channel in the upcoming week?
Well, directly following this, we are going to have my early St. Patrick's Day stream. We're not going to be drinking or anything crazy. I am wearing my green C3 shirt, but we are going to be showing collectibles that we have that are green. I'll be showing some comics, the Rogue figure, and something else. Anybody is welcome. I pinned the link in the chat. Anybody is welcome as long as it's appropriate.
Definitely. Well, I'm going to show everybody what's going on the channel while we're here. I got videos that come out every day at like 9 a.m. I have a new video that drops like Monday through Friday. And I got one Saturday. I got a mail call video coming up. But tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern will be the comic book claim sale. So if you want some cheap books
if you need me
for $1 or $2
again.
with some
Let me know
key
if you
issues
need a
sprinkled in
co-host
here and there. All right.
I'll probably co-host.
You're welcome anytime on there.
Sounds good.
So everybody's, I don't care if you live in Kuala Lumpur, I will ship it to you. Saturday we have the I can find my, oh, it's down there. At 7 o'clock on Thursday, we have the Comic Lounge Community Hangout. So be sure to stay in for that. And then next Monday, we had to reschedule this episode 3 of Matt and Joe's Bad Cinema. But we're going to be, it's because my co-host got the flu. So this Monday at noon Eastern, Matt and Joe's Bad Cinema, episode 3, we review Remo Williams. And next Tuesday at the same time as this show was, another episode of Comic Conversations, and my guest will be Random Reed. So, please check that out. And as always, like this video. Don't forget to like. And I think he's still here. Are you still here? Oh, he left, but he's still here. There he is. But I know you live in an island that may or may not be Canada, but I ship to that island. I will ship to Gilligan's Island. As long as they pay the shipping, it don't matter. And the Kevin says, got you inappropriate green stuff. So there you go. He's just kidding, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching. Fun interview as always. I love talking to people. That's what I do here. So until next time, true believers. pretty good. I should ask some more questions